Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Lifevantage Overview webinar. In the past 2 years, it seems that the world has turned upside down. You may have a great deal of uncertainty about what the future might hold. Have you thought about how different things might have been if you had invested some time and energy into pursuing a home-based business? The business world is full of opportunities for those who have vision, desire, and a passion to make something happen in their life. My name is Joanne Shearer Parkin, and I'm a registered dietitian and Elite Pro 7 Lifevantage distributor. And I'm here to tell you about one of those opportunities, and that opportunity is Lifevantage. Lifevantage will help you to take control of your health and your wealth. Now, my Lifevantage journey started about actually almost 11 years ago now, when a cardiologist introduced me to Lifevantage and Lifevantage flagship product, Protandim Nerve 2. And when I saw the scientific validation on Protandim Nerve 2, I was impressed. I knew there wasn't another pill or potion or powder that would really get the results that you could achieve with Lifevantage. And I knew that now that I knew this information and I knew myself and I knew that I would not be able to keep my lip zipped and not get out there and want to share this with others. And so I decided that the best way to do that would be to enroll as a Lifevantage distributor. And that's just exactly what I did. And I got started sharing this. Now, tonight I'm going to be talking about both about finances and about health. And we are all different and unique in our health and how we respond to different therapies. And also anything financially is going to be dependent upon your own individual effort and what you actually put into it. So I'm going to take you back to the beginning and where Lifevantage really started. And believe it or not, it started back in a lab at Duke University back in 1969 when a very smart scientist by the name of Dr. Joe McCord discovered a molecule called SOD. And this molecule turned out to be a potent antioxidant enzyme within your cells. Now, Dr. Joe McCord decided that, this would be a revolution in medicine if he could bring an SOD drug to market. And that's what he did in his career. And he spent 40 years trying to do that. But all those drugs had too many side effects. So then in 2005, he switched over and started testing and experimenting with plant extracts and plant compounds. And he found a formula called Protandim Nerve 2 that did exactly what he wanted to do. And that is this formula, or Protandim Nerve 2, activated the cells to make this SOD molecule. So Dr. Joe McCord published his first study showing that not only did Protandim Nerve 2 increase SOD by 35%, that it also lowered oxidative stress by 40%. Now, anybody in the science world knows that that is a very, very big deal. And so ABC Primetime investigative report, they picked up the study, they sent the reporter to Dr. Joe McCord's lab to try to see if they could validate the study. So what the reporter did was that he took Protandim Nerve 2 for 2 weeks, one pill a day, right? And they tested his blood for oxidative stress before Protandim, 2 weeks after, and found that the reporter's results was 45% of reduction of oxidative stress in just 2 weeks. This is even better than the study, because remember, it was an average of 40% reduction in oxidative stress in 30 days. So this really did launch the company and started a whirlwind of activity, especially in the research and the science world. So I've been talking about oxidative stress, and you're like, what in the world is oxidative stress? Well, in a nutshell, oxidative stress is the rusting of the body from the inside out. It's cellular damage caused by these pesky molecules called free radicals, okay? So a great way to describe oxidative stress is with these apples. As you can see over time, when an apple sits out on the counter, it shrivels up and it turns brown. Or if you cut it like on the left-hand side, right? You put it on the counter, it oxidizes. Well, this oxidation is going on within your cells. Those free radicals are attacking your cells and destroying your cells. And so oxidative stress is the leading theory on why we age and get all those problems that come with aging. So where do you get those free radicals? And where do you get all that oxidative stress? Well, your cells produce some of it in the process of burning glucose. Think of it as some exhaust that gets produced in your cells. You also get a boatload of free radicals and oxidative stress from your environment. I think we all know that we are just bombarded every day in our environment from toxins, right? From chemicals in our food, from cell phones, radiation, UV rays, chemicals in our water, pollution, microwaves, all of that is a source of oxidative stress. So it's this oxidative stress, starting when we're very young and over decades, leads to what we know as aging. It also leads to all of these chronic diseases and problems that come with aging. Everything affects every organ in our body, our heart, our skin, kidneys, joints, every joint and every organ in our body, every cell is really affected by oxidative stress. So what can you do about oxidative stress? Well, those free radicals are also called oxidants. So now you know why over the last, 30, 40 years, we've been told to, boost up our intake of antioxidants from both food and supplements. Well, there's another source of antioxidants, and that's your cells. Because remember, Dr. Joe McCord discovered that our cells make antioxidants. So he was the first to discover this, and the molecule he discovered was SOD. But there are many, many more of these cellular antioxidants. Glutathione, probably the most potent and most I would say, important antioxidant, especially for our brain, glutathione is called the mother of all antioxidants. So that is another critically important cellular antioxidant. So again, there's these two sources, direct antioxidants from food and supplements, and we have our cellular antioxidants. There's a huge difference in the potency and effectiveness of those. The direct antioxidants can neutralize free radicals in a ratio of 1 to 1. One molecule of vitamin C will neutralize one free radical. The cellular antioxidants that your cells make neutralize those free radicals in a ratio of 1 to 1 million. Wow, what a difference. So the idea with Protandim Nerve 2 is that you're going to activate your cells to make antioxidants rather than taking antioxidants, right? What a more potent and powerful way to do that. That's how you can lower that oxidative stress quickly and actually in an average of 40%, 30 days, excuse me. Okay, so how does it work? Well, Protandim is a combination of 5 common plant extracts that have been around literally for centuries, combined in the specific ratio. And it's this ratio of these plant extracts that activate the cells and modify our genes. Actually, this is called nutrigenomics because Protandim actually gets right down to the level of your genes, turns off bad genes, turns on your good survival genes. Now, there's been a ton of research on Protandim Nerve 2 since that first study. There's now 31. And probably the one study that I think is the most, I would say, important study was a study that was funded by the National Institutes of Health, conducted by the National Institute on Aging. And they found that of all the dietary supplements that they had studied, like turmeric and green tea extract and omega-3 fatty acids, that Protandim Nerve 2 was the only supplement that they had studied that significantly extended lifespan in mice. Again, per tandem ingredients, nutrients, they work in synergy. So if you were just to take, for example, green tea alone, you would only get a little bump up, a little increase in some of those antioxidant enzymes. But when you take that formula together, per tandem formula, you get an 1,800% increase. And there's 7 patents on the formula. So the patents on per tandem are on this particular recipe or formula. Again, this is what was impressed me was the level of scientific validation. Again, prestigious universities and publications like the American Heart Association and their journal Circulation published a study on per tandem. And of course, the funding is from all of these sources as well. I think all but maybe 2 or 3 of the studies on per tandem have been funded by the company, which lends a lot of weight to the research and validation of per tandem. Now, if you want to look at the studies, you can go to a website. It's PubMed, P as in Paul, U, B as in boy, pubmed.gov, MED as in dog, pubmed.gov. And just type in per tandem in the search bar, and it'll bring up the abstracts and all the studies. And just read the studies. Now, per tandem, again, it works through this anti-aging pathway called NRF2 activation. And these researchers from Washington State University, which are they're experts and they're scientists that specialize in researching NRF2 activation. They're not affiliated with our company. These are independent researchers that state that NRF2 activation potentially the most extraordinary, therapeutic, and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. Wow, right? I think we have something special here, right? Okay, so there are at least 20 different anti-aging pathways in the human body. So what our company did was they've been studying other anti-aging pathways. And several years ago, they added a complementary product to per tandem NRF2, and it's called per tandem NRF1. And these two actually really worked together as well. And when you activate this NRF1 pathway, you are activating your cells to make more mitochondria. Now, why is that important? Because your mitochondria produce 95% of your cellular energy. So, if you're in your 50s and you're going, oh my, I just don't have the energy I did when I was in my 30s, my 40s. Well, it's because you're losing your mitochondria. And so what per tandem NRF1 does, it helps to grow the mitochondria back. It's called mitochondrial biogenesis. And it's formulated similar to per tandem NRF2. These nutrients, these plant extracts in very low doses combined together produce a synergy and activate that pathway and help to restore your cellular energy. Now, the last per tandem product synergizer I'm going to talk about is the per tandem NAD synergizer. Now, this activates the sirtuin NAD pathway. Now, why is that important? Well, years ago, researchers were studying mice and studying caloric restriction. So they were severely restricting calories in mice. And they found that when they did that the health benefits of fasting and caloric restriction were related to the production of a set of 7 powerful proteins called sirtuins. Just type that in sometime, go research sometime, and look at the health benefits of sirtuins. It's amazing. And also, these are proteins that help with longevity as well. And what they found now with the per tandem, with our formula, the per tandem NAD synergizer, and what our researchers have found, that the nutrients within this pill, and by the way, in order to get those sirtuins, you need this molecule called NAD. So it takes 2 to tango, right? And that's really when you want to think about this with the sirtuins. And so when you take that per tandem NAD synergizer, within 24 hours, you're going to get 100% increase in those sirtuins very, very close to what you get with caloric restrictions, okay? So basically what our Protandim NAD does is it really mimics health benefits of fasting and caloric restriction. So our company and our scientists took this one step further. We know about the potency and the synergy, right, of each individual product and what they can do for aging, right? Literally slow down aging. So our scientists thought, I wonder what would happen if people were to take all three together. Would you get an additional anti-aging benefit, right? And in fact, that is exactly what happened. Now, this slide is a little complicated, so I want to show you. If you look here, you've got the gray bars, and then you have the blue bars. So if we start over here on the left, we start with the NRF2 synergizer. Okay, the gray bar over here is the NRF2 alone. So let's look at this gene called HMOX1, the healthy inflammatory response gene. Oh, I'd like to get more of that, wouldn't you? Of course. And you can see that Protandim Nerve2 alone, you get up 50% upregulation and increase in that particular gene. But look what happens when you add the NRF1 and the NAD and take it at the same time. Look at the boost in that gene. You get an 838% increase in the effectiveness of that gene. And that happens across the board, right? So over here on the right, the NAD, when you take it alone, it only increases this NAD gene by 12%. But look at that, when you add the other two, the NRF1 and the 2, you get 226%. I was really amazed when I saw this and thinking, this is nutrigenomics at its best. And that's really what this is. And if you haven't heard that term before, nutrigenomics, it's really the study of how nutrition and nutrients modify gene expression. And that's just exactly what's happening with the Protandim trisynergizers. We're turning off the bad genes and we're turning on these good survival genes. Now, Lifevantage has continued to add to their product catalog and has brought to market other products, especially in that Nerve2 category. So what Lifevantage has done is taken this Nerve2 activated ingredients and put it into a skincare system. So you have an inside-outside approach with Nerve2 activation, right? So it's really, really very, very effective skincare system as well. Very clean, ranks very low on any toxins or chemicals in these products. We have weight management products. We have products for your gut and your gut health. Nerve2 hair care, which is also amazing. You have that for health of your, not just your hair, but your scalp. We have Axio brain performance drink. Oh man, is that great for my brain fog? Love this drink. And it is called a nootropic, right? Really helps your brain cells to perform better. It really does help with that mental alertness that we all need, right, and desire. We have a Protandim for dogs, Pet Tandem, and then a newer product that was just introduced called Daily Wellness. This is proactive immunity versus reactive recovery. It's for your immune health. It's vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc, elderberry extract, and a very potent fermented yeast extract that has 8 human studies showing how it helps to really enhance your immune system. We have CBD enhanced body care products as well, and just recently launched Icy Bright for vision and brain health. And I call this my internal blue light blocker. It helps to block the harmful effects of blue light, because we spend, on the average, Americans spend 13 hours a day on digital devices. Wow, is that taking a toll on our eyes, right? So this provides that additional eye protection, right? So great. So that's our products in our product catalog. And so for the few minutes remaining, just want to talk a little bit about Lifevantage and what it can do for you if I would say you're looking for an opportunity and want to know a little bit more. And I mean, what I really love about Lifevantage is that, I work from home. I don't have employees. I take my business with me everywhere I go. I live part-time. In the summertime, I'm with my family up in South Dakota. I live here in Arizona. It's a laptop lifestyle. I get this replicated website for free. I can send my customers, distributors to my website. They can read and study, learn all about the products. They order through my site. The company ships the products, deals with any shipping problems. It's really, in that regard, you're in business for yourself, but you don't have a lot of the headaches that you normally get with trying to run a business. So it's a really simple concept because we are in this model of network marketing. And it offers you an opportunity to build leverage income, because what you're doing is you actually get paid to build a network of customers and distributors. And the company Lifevantage is so incredibly, such a solid company. It's now going on almost 12 years old, headquartered in Utah, publicly traded on the NASDAQ, and debt free. Very solid company. And this is really impressive. Because you don't know what's been going on with businesses in the last 2 to 3 years, right? And how so many businesses have had to close because of what's going on in the world. And look at what's happened with Lifevantage. In 2018, they had a annual revenue of $203 million. And actually, during the worst year of the pandemic in 2020, they grew, right? They grew in revenue. So see just how well our company has weathered the last 2 to 3 years. And this is a global company. You can actually enroll distributors in about 24 to 26 different countries now. We're opening the Philippines here really, I think next month, as a matter of fact. So we continue to expand. I believe the goal is to actually have our company in 60 different countries. So if you're liking what you're hearing here and you're like me thinking, wow, you're thinking of people that that could either use the health benefits or products, or maybe people that are really looking for something where they can work from home, you might think about getting started with us as a distributor. And to do that, we offer a couple pack options, which are packs of products that you can get at a nice discount. And with that, you get your website for free, your replicated website, your own URL, and you get a wonderful app for free where you can run your business with your app. And our customers, and if you just decide you just want to be a customer, several of my distributors have started out as customers, fell in love with the products, and then decided to upgrade to a distributor. So as a customer, you get wholesale pricing on our subscription program, and you get free shipping with that as well. And like I said, when you buy one of those packs, you get your own replicated website for free, and you get this fabulous, wonderful app with your phone. You can run with this app. You can run your business from your phone. Take this anywhere with you, and you can log in. You can send a shopping cart to a customer. You can pull up all your data. There's a ton of training videos and all kinds of useful tools that are in that app. And as far as income, there are 8 different ways that you can get paid. And Lifevantage published in 2020, published this document, which is an income disclosure statement of average monthly commissions earned by distributors. So these are average incomes earned. And if you look at this column here, it's like 1, 2, 3 over. What this does, it tells you that if you're at this level of Lifevantage, a Pro 3, you're going to earn $626 on average in a month. If you're at this Pro 5 mid-rank level, it goes to $3,107 a month. And and this is really important to think about because in so many network marketing companies, at least the perception is, that only the people at the top earn the money, but it's not. And our company kind of blows that myth out of the water because our distributors in just these very lower ranks do earn a sizable, a nice commission, a nice part-time income. And then there is this elite Pro 7 level, which is $13,402 a month and average. And that's where I am right now, because when I joined Lifevantage, of course, I started like everybody. I started at ground zero, right? At the time, I was recently widowed. My husband had just passed away the year before from brain cancer. And I had inherited his small little real estate business. We had 5 rental properties in 2 states. So I already was really kind of running a business. I was a very busy professional, middle manager in a hospital, head dietitian in a hospital. I had a lot on my plate. I was really busy, but I just got started really small, just devoting, 8, 10, 15 hours a week, as much as I could carve out of my very busy schedule. And now, gosh, you got the app, you can take it with you. And really, I needed this little extra income for retirement. I just needed that couple extra $1,000 a month because I was only 61 years old. And I was thinking, wow, I'm gonna have to work until I'm into my 70s in my windowless office. It was kind of depressing. So thankfully, Dr. Mark Gordon came along and shared Lifevantage with me because, it was like 2.5 years later, I was able to walk out of that windowless office. Yes. And so here's this picture. Here's me, my retirement party, from 2012. I was able to retire. And then in 2013, I remarried and I met Jim Parkin, my wonderful, wonderful husband. He is such a huge supporter for me and my business. The Lifevantage has provided us the opportunity. Like I said, you take it anywhere, you can work any place, just about any time, right? So it's afforded us the opportunity to travel, in which we've just loved that. And because of all of the health that we've gotten from the products are amazing. Talk about anti-aging. I think that, both Jim and I, we really don't have any health problems. We're both pickleball players. We're avid pickleball players. I just moved up in my rank and really enjoying being able to play pickleball actively at age 72. We hike, we get out and we hike and we love to do that. We hiked the Grand Canyon back here. Oh my goodness, I'd say 7, 8 years ago, because we can, because we're just that great health. And of course, being able to spend some quality, wonderful time with our family. So Lifevantage has been such a blessing and it's been good to me, but you could do the same thing too, because actually Lifevantage is really a way even better opportunity than what I had, 11 years ago. We only had 2 products. I mean, when I got involved in Lifevantage, it was Protandim, Nerve 2, and an anti-aging cream. That was it. We didn't have all these technology tools like we have now. We just did not have this amazing, wonderful system of mentorship and tools to help and grow our business. So I think it's really, it's really up to you. I think if you're a guest here tonight, definitely really get back to the person who invited you here tonight, because you're going to need more information. I just kind of scratched the surface here, just kind of giving you a little bit of an overview of products and of course the company. And, get your questions answered because, for many people, they just fall in love with our products. And if you're looking for better health, absolutely, absolutely. Look at our product catalog and ask questions and find out, what is it that I'm really looking for in my health and wellness. I know what the products have done for me. That'll do the same for you. Also, if you're thinking, man, I would just love to have a home-based business. I'd love to be working from home, having control of my time and my finances, where I can be my own boss and not to have somebody dictating to me. So get your questions answered if you want more information about the business. And maybe you just have a lot of questions, period, and you need more information. So be sure that you get back the person who invited you, get your questions answered. And so I really appreciate all of you joining me tonight and hopping on my webinar. I hope you have a very, very wonderful, a blessed week. And thank you so much for joining me. God bless and have a great day.